What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Now, I wanna, give me some story time music, right? I was gonna do a video on, Wendy Williams' ex-husband, basically how he got a problem with Kwame Brown and Funk Master Flex, right? How they've been coming at him. We all know what happened a few days ago because he went to the, is it All the Smoke podcast or Up in Smoke? I don't even know. There was Gilbert Arenas. There was Matt Barnes. There was, Steven Jackson. When they were both teammates before in Charlotte. All right, so they know each other. All of them know each other. All right. And then what happened was they were calling out Kwame Brown, calling him like a man child, he's a bust and all that. So as we know, Kwame Brown responded back. Charlamagne the God is from South Carolina. Also, in Kwame Brown, he played basketball in the state of Georgia. He was also born in South Carolina. Born to, as Kwame Brown would say, in a dysfunctional family structure. He didn't know his dad. Apparently his dad's name is Bill Brown. But in Charlotte, Charleston rather, there's some history there. And, Kwame Brown does speak highly of his South Carolinian roots because he talks about being Geechee. And everybody knows, shout out to the Geechee family. Those are the ones in the South Carolina area that have direct lineage straight from Africa. They kept a lot of the customs that they got, unlike other places that kind of spread out. And what happened was, so Charleston is where they're both from originally. Charlamagne knows the family of Kwame Brown. So what Charlamagne the God did was he responded to him and in an attempt to try to defend Kwame Brown. What he said was, y'all need to leave him alone. He don't bother nobody, and his family got this history of being violent, like his dad might have killed somebody, his, family is crazy. Like he ain't the one to be messing with. Now, while it seems like he's trying to defend him, it's also taking a shot at his family history, which he has nothing to do with. Okay? He has nothing to do with whatever his father did. Like I had a situation myself a few months ago, another YouTuber, and then my dad said the same thing, that the sins of the father cannot be attributed to the son. Me and my dad, my father made some mistakes in his life. And I made some mistakes in my life. If I have a son, my son is not liable for the mistakes that I have made. It's not fair to him. And Kwame Brown did everything right. He went to, NBA out of high school. Unfortunately, he got matched to the wrong team that destroyed his confidence and all of this. And, so that was it. But Kwame Brown took it as a sign of disrespect because why are you out there talking about our family pain? And this is what happened. So Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews made a really good video a day ago telling Charlamagne the God that you need to apologize to black men and also apologize to Kwame Brown, which he's absolutely right. And the reason why is, why would you put out that man's information? And the reason why I think that Charlamagne the God did this is because Kwame Brown retorted in a great way. He asked black women, why are y'all even supporting him? This guy is messing with 15-year-old women. Then here comes the avalanche. Then Wendy Williams' ex-husband joins in on it. He's talking about how Charlamagne the God is a creep. He's disappointed in him, and all this other stuff. Kevin Hunter. Then Funk Master Flex. And then Kevin Hunter says he's going to expose Charlamagne the God. So those two additional exposures outside of what he said, people were calling him. He has a personal healing coach, whatever. And he said that he apologized because that wasn't for him to say. But here's what I want to say. Number one, Charlamagne, every time you talk about a black person bad on The Breakfast Club, understand this. The Breakfast Club, it's a black show owned by a white network. So when you trash Kwame Brown in that particular fashion, you're doing it on a network that you have no ownership of. At least if you would say like YouTube, Facebook, it will still be considered bad the way you put out the information, but at least you would have at least ownership of, some of your content, the ability to monetize some of your stuff. You work for a group of people who own the whole show dedicated to blacks. It's white people that own that. They're benefiting off that, and then you trash his family and give out personal information about them on a network that's owned by Caucasians, The Breakfast Club. All right? But secondarily, the real reason why you are apologizing to Kwame Brown, not that you feel bad, is because you're getting all this heat from extra sources and you don't want to be canceled. You see? You don't want to be canceled because you don't want to get let go of The Breakfast Club because people are coming against you because you made so many enemies in the industry now that folks want you to be gone, which is what it seems like that's the case. All right. And, again, for me, you know this man personally, you know his family. If you support the guy, just say, listen, I support the man. There's no need for us to talk about the brother. He's a good brother. In a similar fashion, like Tariq Nasheed in his support of Kevin Samuels, he said, there's some of the things he does I really like. In other words, saying that there's some things he don't do that I don't like, right? But he didn't even say that. He just came out with the support. Whatever that he didn't like, he just left it like that. And as a group of black men, when we want to support somebody, we got to throw all our eggs in the basket in their support. Either me, like Umar Johnson. I don't support Umar Johnson. So whatever I got to say about Umar, about his behavior and how he acts, is Dylan and that. Okay? I'm not going to be like trying to say I support you and then try to, throw a dig at you. A lot of brothers is fake like that. And this is one of the reasons why a lot of black men don't have a trust for one another, because there's no support. There's people in the black manosphere that do things I'm not so happy about, but if I support him, I will come out and support him. And then if I have a problem with him, I'll let them know behind the scenes. If there's something that I don't like, I'll call him and say, hey man, this is what I want to talk to you about such and such. Because and Charlamagne is he's not a young guy, but it sounded sincere. I don't think that it's sincere. I think that he's doing it to cover his ass because, the other guys want Charlamagne up out of there. And it ain't the first time. Charlamagne is known for coming at folks sideways, for selling out, trying to trash black men. He does the same thing. And, like I said, Kwame Brown didn't do nothing to nobody. He just responded in a big way. And shout out to the brother. I know he's getting a lot of views right now. He's very entertaining. He calls out a lot of things and he knows, because a lot of us don't have the access that he got or he had, right? So shout out to the brother, man. And guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment pinned at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery makes an all-time high. I'm out.